Hello, it's Jeannie. How are you? I hope you are very, very well. I am coming to you today barefaced. All I have on is moisturizer. And as I was getting ready this morning, I thought, I'm going to show you a quick get ready with me today. My everyday, I'm not going anywhere kind of look. Now, sometimes this is it. This is absolutely the best I get. And that's okay if I don't plan on going anywhere. Now, today, here's what I have planned. I've been doing laundry. Oh joy. And I'm doing this right now. And afterwards, I am going to work on our taxes, getting our tax stuff ready to send off to our gal who will do it all. So I'll be working at my desk in my office downstairs. And then after that, we've got a little dinner thing going on at where my mom stays at the assisted living facility. Once a month, they put on a dinner for the entire families, and there's a theme, and so we're going to that. And for those of you who ask, my mom is doing well. She's doing well. She's healthy, aging and forgetting more and more, but she's healthy. So, anyway, I thought I would show you my quick everyday, what I look like at home if it's not completely barefaced, which I do this a couple times a week. I'm wearing this outfit. I'll stand up and show you that one of our daughters bought for me in Thailand a couple years ago. And I love it because it's cool, it's flowy. Here, let's see if you can see some of it. It's got these great big pant legs, and it's just super comfortable. So that's what I've got on. Nothing fancy, but nice cotton, easy breezy. We just got back from a weekend in California, Southern California, visiting some friends in Palos Verdes Estates, which is south of LA, and it's such a beautiful area. Oh, you can see the ocean, and you look across, and you can see Malibu, and where those fires were. It was kind of sad. But anyway, I thought I would show you, because I don't often unpack completely my overnight kit. And this is what I took with me. My friend Gina got this little travel pack for me. It's smaller than my regular one, but I didn't need my big one. My regular one is bigger. And so I just wanted to show this to you, and I'm going to get ready with what I've got in here, not what's on my bathroom sink. Before we get started, I wanted to talk to you about something I've shown you before, and that is some of these perfumes from Scentbird. And that is one of my get ready with me items. I wear perfume almost every day of the week. And as I've told you before, I even do that on my bed after I make it in the morning. I just do a quick and it just smells so nice and fresh. Anyway, for those of you who may remember, these are what the Scentbird perfumes come like in these fantastic little tubes. Scentbird is a monthly subscription. The cool thing about Scentbird is you can try out these fragrances without having to invest hundreds of dollars in a perfume that you may not end up liking. And so for $16 a month, you can try what you want to try. And you're not locked into what anyone picks for you. You can pick out your own scent. And with my promo code JeannieB, 55 off. Or use the QR code that I put here. You can get 55% off your first month's subscription. So look at these little containers. Look at these. They're so cute. One of my favorite features is this little lock button. It twists from side to side so that if it's in your purse or your handbag or in a suitcase, it doesn't get pressed down and sprayed out. And look at this. It's got this really cool, reusable container. And they come in all kinds of great colors. Every month, you get the scent that you pick out. And I've got these today. And let me show you what I got. This is really an interesting part. I need my glasses. Because you get these cards that tell you exactly what it is that you're smelling. Because sometimes you think, what is that? What is that? I recognize that, but you can't place it. These are wonderful. Now, my favorite this month is this one, Kyoto in Bloom. And why it's one of my favorites is because it brought up a scent memory that took me back maybe 60 years when I was a little girl. Yeah, I know I'm old. And it reminded me of someone. And it came rushing to me, these feelings, these sights, these memories, and it was really good. So I really took to this. Now, I don't think this was around 60 years ago or whatever, but I love this, and this is called Kyoto in Bloom. Oh, and so I would ask myself, what is it that I'm smelling? Because I don't have a sophisticated enough nose to be able to identify the certain notes and scents in there, and so it tells me. So, Kyoto in Bloom by Glasshouse is luxurious and inspired. Imagine a city blooming in spring, light white florals, warmed by sensual amber and vanilla in this poetic alchemy. And then it shows me some of the scents. So pineapple, citrus, camellia, sandalwood, and vanilla. So now I can go, yes, I recognize that. Oh my gosh, this really, really takes me back. Have you ever been hit, like, boom, really hard with a scent memory? And tell me about that in the comments. I find those so fascinating. So anyway, I'm a huge fan of Scentbird. Another one that I got this month is Tocca's Cleopatra. Oh, wow. So these are two of my favorites this month. But I also got Maison Louis Marie, number 4, Bois de Valancourt, and Montagne, Paris, Intense Cafe. I find that these containers make cool sounds that I love. Scentbird has over 900 fragrances, and you can change them every single month. They have name brands like Prada and Versace, and they also have niche labels like Parfum de Marly or Roja. So look at their website. Everything will be in the link, or use the QR code that I put here and check them out. Again, you'll get a 55% discount off your first month subscription using my promo code JeannieB55 off. So definitely check them out and tell me what your favorite scent is. Thank you again to Scentbird for sponsoring my video and supporting my channel. So I've got a cup of tea on a little table here. I've got my makeup case, my travel toiletry kit. I've got a mirror here, and I'll have to switch it to the magnifying mirror. And this is going to be a long blah blah blah. I'm just going to chat with you about some things that have been on my mind and show you my quick get ready with me. So here we go. I have already put on my moisture. I've washed and moisturized my face. So I don't need to do that. I love this bag. It's got the top. I've got my toothbrush, toothpaste, little deodorant, my dental floss, some tweezers, some hair serum, and then Q-tips, eyeglass sight savers. I love these to wipe down your glasses, and some extra toothpaste. And then in this bottom half is where I've got my makeup. So I'm going to put my tea aside because I know me, I might spill it or knock into the table. So this is me. Not a stitch of makeup, not even my eyebrows. And I have very thin, sparsely haired eyebrows. And I think that's just two things. One, in the mid-70s, the thin line was very, very popular. And so, of course, I had to do that. One night when my mom and dad were out, I sat at the dining room table, and I remember my brother just looking at me like I was, just nuts. And he said, "How do you know that they'll grow in again?" I said, "Of course they'll grow in again." Well, I'll tell you something, they never did. Not like I had before. Never, never, never. And I think that's because I'm fairer. I don't know, but I'm not the only one who has ever done that. And some of you ladies, or maybe guys, but mostly some of you gals, I know you've done that too. So let's go ahead and just put on my eyebrows or help fill them in. Okay, let's see. Okay, I follow the natural outline of my own arch. I don't try to create what I don't have because I feel like that wouldn't be natural to my face. My biggest challenge is not just making them even. That's not the issue. For me, is making this part on the inner side the same. You know. So there we go. Can you see that? Sometimes it's more rounded, and sometimes it's more square. You know, sometimes my hand just goes, and I create a line that I didn't mean to create. And I either have to wipe it off or make the other one like it. Anyway, I have played with the idea, and I'd love to hear from you about this, if you've done it, of doing permanent makeup on my eyebrows. You know, I think it's tattooing. One of our daughters does that. And it's just one thing she doesn't have to deal with. Okay. I've got eyebrows now. I hope the lighting is good enough that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got my eyebrows. That's the first thing I do every morning. I've got a little bit of foundation, and I'm just going to do a dab. And I'm using the last of my Bobbi Brown. And I'm just going to do a dab kind of all over with my fingers, even on my eyelids. And I like that it's got sunscreen in it. Oops, I just got it all over my eyebrow. I gotta redo my eyebrow now. That is very typical of me. Now, I've got a big window right here with lots of natural light, and I've got another light here and here. But for the most part, the room is natural. Okay, I think it's enough. And so because of my camera and because of the lights, you don't see some of the darker spots I have, or maybe even some of the bags or dark circles I have under my eyes, but they're there. Okay, so I've got just a little bit of foundation on, and so now I'm going to do a little bit of blush, and I do two things. I do a pinky, and like a pinky type blush, as well as a little bit of bronzer. So the pinky brush I do is just this tube, like that. My lotion, don't need that. And then, so I've got a little bit of pink, and then I have kind of a little bit of peach with a little sparkle. And I'm just going to blend that in together and then blend all over. Just for a little color, just a little bit. I was thinking this morning, as I was, starting to get ready for tax stuff, about things we wish for. And some of the things that I wish for, and I'm going to take the big things off, like world peace, health and prosperity and happiness for everybody. Those are given, okay? I'm talking about the little namby-pamby things we wish for. And I was thinking, I wish I were more organized. Now, any of these things that I'm blah blah blahing about, I'm not taking seriously enough to be unhappy about. If I were, I would do something to change it. But I was thinking, I wish I were beautifully organized, like where I go into my office and everything is beautifully organized. I get it organized, but then I mess it up. Do you do that? And then I have to organize again, or I'll get organized and then forget where I put something in some particularly super logical place that I never remember. So, anyway, beautifully organized, that would be one of my dreams come true. And then my office, my closet, I get organized and then I mess it up again. And then I get organized and then I mess it up again. And I wish I had someone to just come after me and keep it that way. You know, once a week, just come in and do it for me. Is that the ultimate in laziness or what? My lips feel really dry. And so I'm just going to quickly put on my favorite lipstick, this Toffee Tango that I now have a lifetime supply of. And I love this because it's so creamy. It's not super long lasting, but it's creamy. And so I keep one in my purse. I keep one in this bag. I keep one here in my studio. I keep one in the kitchen because I've got them. So, and I love this natural color. Can you see it? Okay. Now, I'm going to do a very quick eyeliner. And I don't even do this every day. And what I have here are baked browns. And they're just different browns, neutrals. Very sterile, moisturizing tip. And I use the darker brown. And I just go along my eyelashes, the top, and just smudge it in. It just helps make my eyes pop a little bit. And again, I don't do this every day. But we are going out later today to, like I said, to that dinner. The theme is Amazon rainforest. And this place is really neat. They decorate and they really get into the theme. We're just wearing some like flamingo shirts. I don't know if flamingos are in the rainforest or not, but that's all we have. I don't have iguanas and that kind of thing or whatever else is in the rainforest, monkeys. I don't have a shirt like that. For me, because I have a lot of droopiness with my age and eyes, you know, I need a lift. I try to always end up by going up because I have a lot of extra skin here. So just to give it a little lift. So that's it. Okay. How's it looking? I hope the camera picks it up okay. And then I'm going to curl my eyelashes just for a little extra pop and put some mascara on. And my kitchen cupboards. I get really organized in my kitchen cupboards and my pantry, but then I mess it up again. Or whoever is putting dishes away, husband, putting everything in the wrong spot. I've told you, The colanders go in that cupboard, not that one. I don't care. He does his best. And, but that's another area. Although, of them all, I'd say the kitchen is my most organized. I wish I were easily disciplined to do things like go out and do my morning walk every day, and or some exercise routine. Now, I play pickleball and I play golf, and there's a lot of exercise in that, and I do that 2-3 times a week. Especially with the weather getting nicer, I'm doing it even more. So I do get exercise. But I just wish I was more disciplined to do a routine. I should be doing weightlifting. I'm very weak. Whoops. I wish I were more disciplined in the area of accounting, like every month doing almost like a tax summary, so that at the end of the year I only have 12 things to add together. Nope. And every year I tell myself I'm going to do that, and I don't do it. Oh well. You know what? I'm okay with that, because clearly if I weren't okay with it, I'd change it, right? So, okay. So, I hope you can see just the little bit of makeup I have. This is my everyday look, and I threw my hair up like this because it's going to be under a hat later, because after we do the early dinner with my mom, we're going to play some pickleball. So I just throw a hat on because I want to protect my face from the sun and my hair from blowing in my face. So that's it. So what do you think? And sometimes I don't even take as long as what I did. So what are some of the things that you wish that oh, I wish this or that? And I'm talking about the minor things, not the big things. I'll tell you something, the big things I pray about, give it up to God. And if the little things become bigger things, I know it's something I've got to work on. I might, do better at being organized in a particular area, but I'm not going to stress out about it. That is something I cut out as much as I possibly can for 2025. I don't want to be a slave to trying to be good enough. I've been, for some reason, chatting with a lot of different new moms out there, new parents, and you get this feeling sometimes that you're overwhelmed. You're overwhelmed by lack of sleep, a messy house, a crying baby, laundry that's piling up, dishes that aren't done, the yard isn't mowed, whatever. Looking back, as an older woman, in my mid-60s, looking back, I would say those aren't the things you're going to remember. Those aren't the important things. The important things are you enjoying your baby, getting the rest when you can. Forget the house, forget the organization, forget the standard that you think you need to be living up to, nobody's going to remember that. You're going to remember your emotional connection, those times, bonding with your child, because when you blink, it's gone. You have your baby, boom, they're a month old, boom, they're a year old, blink, they're 15, blink, they're graduating college. So enjoy your now. That's my biggest piece of advice to any parent, is enjoy being present with your child. It's hard, I know. And I know there are times you got to clean the house and you got to do the laundry and you got to wash the dishes. I know. But don't let that make you feel bad, because it doesn't matter. Okay? Does that make sense? Be easy. Be easy with your life. Be easy with yourself. Be graceful. Go with the flow. Because you're going to get to the end of all of that. And there are two pathways, an easier pathway and a more miserable pathway. Why be miserable if you can choose easy? And you can. Let certain things just go. So, those are my words of experience based on a lot of anxiety I didn't need to have. Anxiety that didn't matter. Anxiety that didn't make a difference one way or another. The messes don't matter. And someone once told me, little children, little problems. It's true, the problems or issues and things get bigger as your kids get bigger. And I remember being a mom lying in bed at night, worried sick about where my teenagers were. They said they were going to be home by 11. They're not. And I'm laying there just mad, worried, envisioning the worst, and their phone is off. And it didn't change the outcome. So, if I were to go back and undo something, I would say, be a little easier with yourself. Worry doesn't change much. It doesn't have a lot of effect on the outcome. Now, when I got a hold of the kids after, they came home late and whatnot, that had an effect on them. They remembered, because I had a temper. And, it's like, if there are rules, they're there for a reason. And so part of that reason is my peace of mind. So, respect that, kid. Anyway, yeah. So, and with life, make sure you're prioritizing what's important, what really matters. What are you getting wrapped around the axle for? Does it really matter? Most likely, no. Or at least not to the degree that you think it matters. So it really is learning to let a lot of stuff just go. Just go. So I can make my wishes. Oh, I wish I had a nice, beautifully organized closet. And somebody who would just come and do it for me. Oh, there's the cherry on top. Come do it for me. I wish I had a nice, beautifully organized office. Somebody come do it for me. Clearly, if it bothered me enough, I would do it. But I have more important things to do, like maybe reading a book or a magazine on the sofa. And if I find that a priority, fine. I'm okay with that. So, those are my words of wisdom. It's my little blah, blah, blah. And I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you again to Scentbird for being there and sponsoring my channel and supporting videos like this, and I love scents and perfumes and feeling good and, all that, and they make it so easy. So check out the link in the description or the pinned comment or the QR code. I appreciate you. I appreciate your wonderful feedback. I appreciate all the support I get from you and the lovely comments. And sometimes I'll get a comment on a really old video, and it's like, I love that. I love that. I think it's so great. So I'm going to sign off for now. Wish you so much wellness and peace and lack of stress. But a lot of that is in your hands. Okay? Trust me. Be well, my friends. I appreciate you so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.